Sex should not be used as a weapon. Sex should not be used as a privilege. Sex should be used as
just like on YouTube to give your brain some new food.
Hello people, and welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time on the channel, a special welcome to you. I ask that you check out the rest of my videos. If you like what you see, give them a thumbs up, leave a comment. But more than anything, I'm asking that you subscribe to the channel. Before I get into this video, let me give a shout out to my Cuban and my Jamaican people. I know yesterday's event was a scary one at a 7.7 magnitude earthquake that shook parts of Cuba, parts of Jamaica, and parts of the Cayman Island. However, the good news is no one was actually hurt and there has been no fatality in that occurrence. So once again, thank God that everybody is safe. However, today's vlog is pretty much a follow-up vlog of a vlog that I did, I believe, a week ago, which addressed the crisis in Jamaica of abusive relationship where 3 to 4 women has met their demise in a relationship. 2020 started out very harsh, very hard. You know, I've been watching the Jamaican news and all I can see is deaths after deaths after death. Okay, some of them are deaths by motor vehicle, and one involved a youngster, a child that was about 8 years old that was bounded and thrown in the harbor in Kingston. That is just so wicked. I don't have another word for that. However, today's video is pretty much addressing a solution that was proposed to Jamaican women in order to curtail the violence against women in relationship. Apparently, a feminist group in Jamaica came up with a solution to curtail violence in relationship. This group, I would assume, is anti-domestic violence, such as myself. I am 100% anti-domestic violence. However, I have to ridicule their solution or their suggestion. I love my Jamaican people with all my heart, but when you come up with ridiculous ideas or ridiculous solution, I definitely have to ridicule you. So what I'm saying, love you with all my heart, but when something is not thought through thoroughly and a blind man can see that it's not thought through thoroughly, I have to point it out there to say it's a ridiculous suggestion, it's a ridiculous attempt of a solution. Why? Because on my channel, I present myself as an educator. I present myself as each one teach one. So this group, this feminist group's suggestion is that in order for men to start validating women or giving women more respect or stop putting their hands on women, what women should do is shut down the shop. In other words, no sex in a relationship. Kind of like, let's punish all men, whether or not that man has been abusive to you or not. What we want to do from this point on, we want to take control, we want to hold the reins in our hand, and we want to tell men of Jamaica that no more sex until the abuse of women is eradicated from the island. I want to laugh, but I leave my viewers to laugh because it is ridiculous. I mean, I don't know if any real intelligence was put into this idea. I don't know whose psychological studies has assured them that this is a good idea. This is a bad idea. And I'm not saying it from a sexist point of view. I'm not saying it because I'm a man and it is renowned that men love sex. Man and woman love sex. You can't actually put that on a scale. There are some women whose sexual appetite matches men, and you have some women whose sexual appetite outmatches men. So this is a bad idea all the way around because there are women that does need sex, and there are men that do need sex, and there are women that could live without sex for a few years, and there are men that could live without sex for a few years. So I don't know who came up with this idea, and let me announce this to whichever group it is in Jamaica. No disrespect to your intelligence and no disrespect to you for trying to find a solution to curtail the violence against women in Jamaica. I respect the attempt, but we have to come up with a better solution. I wouldn't even suggest counseling, but what I would suggest is education. Re-educate our population of men. Re-educate them, and within that education period, let them know the value of women. Remind us that all men came through the passage of a woman. You know, let us remember that we have a mother. Even if we don't have sister, educate us in a way that we see all women as a reflection of our own mother. And I think if we kind of psychologically create that mirror of us seeing our spouse in some way as the same as our mother, it would create that respect. We wouldn't lay our hands on our mother, so we definitely would not lay our hand on our spouse. So like I say in my last video, mothers need to talk to their sons. Fathers need to talk to their sons. Women are valuable creatures. There's a song in Jamaica that says, man was made to suffer and women were made to feel the pain. And that lyrics resonated among humanity even until today, because for women who carry our children, it's 9 months of pain and suffering they have to deal with. And at the same time, their womb is like this incubator that's about to bring a life into this world. So just by women having that ability, we need to extend an ultimate respect to women. But at the same time, to suggest a no sex period, it's bad in a way because one, it's taken away the intimacy from relationships, and two, it contributes to depopulation. I mean, human beings, we are one of the only creatures on planet Earth who use sex outside of the realm of reproduction purposes. So there's not a lot of creatures on planet Earth that use sex for the purpose of pleasure. Humans, we use sex for pleasure as much as we use it for the purpose of repopulation. But taking away sex out of a relationship, I could only see where that would add more flame to a fire, or it would actually add flame to places where there weren't no fire. Let's use me for example. Let's just say my wife jumped on the bandwagon and says, well, you know what? In support of the women in Jamaica, I'm not gonna have any more sex with you until the men in Jamaica start acting right, until I no longer read about anything going on in Jamaica where women are being abused. Right there, that started a static in our relationship. A relationship where a man like me, who has been pampering my wife all these years, has to suffer for some idiot who thought that it was okay to hit a woman or okay to abuse a woman. So in that sense, it's easy match, it's transparent, it's a bad idea. And another thing, women, do not use sex as a privilege in your relationship. It is a bad idea. Don't have sex with me because I made you happy today, or next week when I tell you that, well, business didn't go as planned, I won't be able to buy you that, or I won't be able to get you that vacation that we talked about. All of a sudden, you're sleeping with your back turned to me. Sex should not be used as a weapon. Sex should not be used as a privilege. Sex should be used as a procedure to enhance one's love. It should be used as a method to bring more life into this world. So by this group suggesting that women should shut down shop, women should put men on a sex strike, a sex ban, it would do more harm than it would do good. Let me know if you agree with my point of view, my viewers and subscribers. However, like I always say on my channel, don't be afraid to criticize my views or my comment. I believe that I've explained myself thoroughly, and I believe that I've done it just, without any prejudice, without any bias, was not being sexist, not because I'm a man and I enjoy sex with the opposite sex, why I'm defending this. I would like to see my Jamaican people come out of the darkness. And like I'm saying, every idea should be considered. And before I came on screen to reject this idea, I did consider it thoroughly. I did look at all four corners of the suggestion and the center of it. And after thoroughly considering it, I see it as an idea that would create more problem than solve a problem. So to the Jamaican government, to the Jamaican parents, my suggestion is that we educate our men more. Talk about it more in church. Talk about it more in school. Talk about it more in dance hall. Talk about it more in social gathering. Educate our society. Let them know the value of women. Let them know the value of their mother. Let them know the value of their sisters. Let them know that if there were no women in this world, we wouldn't have a place to call the world. I mean, the world would still exist, but what I'm saying, population would cease. Women are important. Despite their color, despite their nationality, despite their height, despite who they are, women are important, and I give all my love and support and ultimate respect to every female of the earth for simply being a female. Anyway, people, that's pretty much all I have to say about this one, but before I go, let me big up some people.
Big up yourself to the maximum.
First and foremost, let me big up my subscriber Johnny H, Karen Lichtenberg, Nas Drew, Joy, Chad Murdoch. Chad Murdoch, big up yourself.
Big up yourself to the maximum.
And that's pretty much it, people. That's all I have to say today. Like I say, don't be afraid to challenge my view. Maybe you could help me to see something that I didn't see, because on my channel, I accept thumbs up, I accept thumbs down, I accept agreement and disagreement, because what? Each one teach one. Until next time, people. Peace.